In this training, I want to talk about frameworks. So this is something a lot of other people, a lot of other coaches and Shopify quote unquote gurus don't talk about, but this is actually what's going to make sure that you're going to succeed. So a lot of people, they kind of zoom in, they start with a certain method. They might start with Facebook ads or influencer marketing, but then they get lost, right? They over focus on the details and they lose touch of the bigger picture. They basically just they get lost in in their actions, what they're doing, and they don't see the bigger picture. They don't have this eagle's perspective, and they don't have an actual marketing plan, something that they can follow religiously until they succeed. So that's the reason why a lot of people give up, why a lot of people fail and get lost and don't get the results they want. It's because they don't have an actual overarching framework or a marketing plan that they can execute until they succeed. So in this training, I'm going to show you 4 different frameworks or marketing plans that you can use to bootstrap your dropshipping business. So let's get started. The first framework is using Facebook ads and split testing Facebook ads until you succeed. So this method means that you need to have some money set aside. So, it doesn't make sense if you have like a couple $100 or even less than that, then this method is not ideal for you. There's other things you can do that we're going to talk about later on. So Facebook ads is ideal if you have a pretty solid stream of income from your job, for example. I get a lot of people in my class from corporate jobs. They make 6 figures a year and they make a lot of good money, but they hate their job. They want to quit their job. They want to have freedom instead of working in their boring, soul-murdering office jobs. But they have the money, right? They maybe make 10,000 a month or 8,000 a month. So for them, it's easy to say, look, I want to trade some of the money I make in my job to split test Facebook ads until I hit gold. And I'm just going to invest a certain amount of money every day until that's going to happen. So if you want to go down this route, then you have to be very clear that you need some money for Facebook, at least a couple $100 a month, ideally at least $1,000 a month for testing. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, I don't have this amount of money, then the Facebook split testing method right now is probably not the best framework for you. Because what you want to do with the Facebook split testing method is you want to let go of the money. You need to kind of take on this frame that you are spending a certain amount of money every day. For example, $30 a day. You're going to test different products. You're going to split test products. You're going to launch new products every day, or at least a couple of products every week, right? That's going to be your main focus. You're just going to find products on AliExpress. You're going to launch them on your store. You're going to create a Facebook ad. You're going to test different audiences. And you're going to learn about how to do this later on in the Facebook ad modules of this class. But you're going to do that, and that's going to be your main focus. And most of the products you're going to test are probably not going to work. Most of the audiences you're going to test are probably not going to be profitable. You likely are going to start to make some sales pretty soon if you spend a certain amount of money every day on ads, like $30 or $15. It can also be $70. Depends on how much budget you have and how many products you want to test and how fast you want to move forward. But it's likely that after a while you're going to have a few products that are going to get some mild results. You're going to get some sales. You're going to still spend more than you're making, so you're still losing money, but you're starting to identify some winning products. And the idea is that eventually, if you test for long enough, you're going to find a massive winner. And then when you scale up that winning product, even if you lost $500 or $1,000 testing Facebook ads, if you keep testing products, eventually it's likely that you're going to hit a winner. You're going to have this perfect match between product and audience. You're going to have a hot product for the right audience. It's going to work on Facebook and it's going to be profitable. And then you can scale up that campaign and make, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars. And number one, it pays back all the money you spent on testing, all the money you lost in that initial phase. It pays back all of that, plus everything that comes additionally is just profit in your pocket. So that's the basic Facebook split testing method. That's this framework. You can see these boxes here represent the days. So, you know, these should be really 30 boxes for every day, right? You basically want to spend, let's say, $30 on on Monday, $30 on Tuesday, $30 on Wednesday, $30 on Thursday, etc., etc., etc. Just set yourself a daily budget and then let go. Like, even if you're losing money, don't panic. A lot of people panic in this phase. They start losing some money and they don't have this overall framework. They basically think, you know, I need to be profitable right away. This isn't working. I'm just losing money. I'm going to give up. So the secret to this method is really persistence and kind of staying ice cold when you're losing money, and realizing that it doesn't matter if you're losing money or how much money you're going to lose in this testing phase, because once you find this winning product, it's going to be insanely rewarding. So you need to really just accept the fact that you're going to spend a set amount of money every day, whatever that is, if it's $10, $30, or $100, depending on how much money you have. Just set a certain amount of money aside every month that you're going to invest in Facebook ads, and then let go. Let go if you're making a positive ROI or not. Just accept that this is the money you're spending on testing. This is the money you're using to kind of quote unquote buy the data. You're literally buying information. You're buying the information of which products are not working for you and which products are working. You're learning Facebook ads at the same time. So, you know, you got to come from the right mindset, and you need to have the right frame. So even though you might be losing money and you're not making the sales to break even and make a profit, you're still basically gathering very valuable information. You're getting all these split testing results. You find out which audiences are good. You get a feeling for which products do better. Plus, the Facebook ad experience you gain by doing this, by just testing, is absolutely incredible. You're going to learn so much. So in a way, you're paying for your own education, and eventually you will hit, you know, gold, and you'll have this massively rewarding campaign. And then you're going to, first of all, make back your money, plus you're going to have all the extra money from this. But there's a drought period that you have to go through where you're going to lose money. So if you don't have money to invest, you know, if you have $100 on your account, on your bank account, then don't use this method. It's just not lean. It's a effective method. If you do have money, like I said, if you work in a corporate job and you make 6 figures a year, and you can easily just tell yourself, look, I'm just going to set $1,000 a month aside. But if you have no money on your account right now, then I don't recommend using this method right here, because it's not going to be lean. This is where you're digging for gold. But this whole process of digging for gold requires you to have some funds to split test Facebook ads. And that's where a lot of people go wrong. They have no money and they use their last money on Facebook ads, and then they get into financial troubles and the whole thing doesn't work out for them. So if you need to bootstrap super lean and you have no money, then you want to use a different method. So let's talk about Arturo's method for a moment. This is Arturo's method. So this is perfect if you have very little money or no money at all. Basically, Arturo is one of the students featured in the case studies, and he basically started his store. He didn't invest any money into ads or into paid promotion or anything like that. He went out there and he actually recruited people, or he talked people into giving him a free shout out on Facebook or Instagram. And you're going to learn more about his exact method later on, so I won't actually talk specifically about how to do it. This is covered later on in the class, but I just want to talk about the basic framework that you can use. So what you want to do is, if you have no money, you want to trade your time and your energy for money, right? With the Facebook split testing method, you're trading your own money for money, right? You spend money, spend money, spend money, spend money. Eventually, you're going to make more. You're going to make money. You're going to make the money back plus extra money. Here, you don't spend anything up front with this method. Instead, you basically use your time and your energy. You work really hard. As I said, you trade your time, your hustle for money, and you reach out to a certain amount of influencers every single day, right? You have to make this a habit where you reach out to between 15 to 100 influencers a day, and you try to talk them into giving you a free shout out. You frame it as a giveaway. You tell them, hey, look, we are sponsoring 5 Instagram pages, and we're giving away 500 free products. And, we would like to work with you if you're interested. So you want to frame it as a gift to their audience rather than a promotion. You don't want to frame it as a promotion, because then these influencers are going to ask for money. But if you frame it as a giveaway where they can get more engagement, they can get, kind of as a contest that they can do that they wouldn't be able to do themselves because they don't have any physical products to sell, then that can be really attractive for influencers, because oftentimes in these contests you give away just one product, right? But if you tell them, hey, look, we can give away 500 of our products to your audience, 500, not just one. And these giveaways are insanely, they work really well on these accounts. They get you lots of new followers and shares and virality. Then you can approach these influencers from a different frame, not from a I'm asking for a promotion frame, because then they're going to ask for money. But hey, we're sponsoring accounts. We have 2,500 products to give away. We're going to distribute it over 5 different accounts. We would like to work with you if you're interested. We can give you 500 products for free. These are insanely amazing giveaways that really create a lot of goodwill and a lot of virality on your account, a lot of new followers, a lot of shares, a lot of likes, a lot of engagement. And a lot of influencers, they want that, right? They're kind of addicted to getting that from their audience. So that's the general frame. Again, there's a whole training on this method later on in the class. So then what happens is you get maybe 1 or 2 free shoutouts, and that generates some first money for you, right? And at this point, you haven't spent anything up front. So you generate some money, and then you can either go and get some more free shoutouts, or now you can actually go and you can pay for some shoutouts because you have some cash flow built up. As soon as you have some cash flow, now you take some of this money, you reinvest it into paid shoutouts to generate more money, or you reinvest the money into Facebook ads, and you kind of start doing something like this up here. You start split testing different products with a small amount of money, right? If you start making $1,000 or $2,000 a month using influencer marketing, then you can easily start spending $500 a month on, split testing different products and starting this process here. So that's the general framework that you want to use here. And, there's many students in the class who have used this framework here to start out. We have Arturo, of course, who used this exact method. He made $25,000 using this method without spending anything up front. And we have Armin, who's also in the case studies, who basically used this method as well. He reached out to, I think, 30 influencers. Only a few of them got back to him. One of them agreed to a free shout out. That first free shout out generated him some cash flow, a few hundred or $1,000. He then took that money, Now he had some money to pay for shoutouts. He went out there, he went to other influencers, paid for shoutouts. He then made more money, paid for more shoutouts, made more money, paid for more shoutouts. And eventually he started making 6K a month, and now he's making 10K a month. And last time I talked to him, he was estimating that, next month he's going to do between $16,000 to $20,000 using this method. And he started with only $9 for a domain and for Shopify and for the class. Literally, he bought the class, got a domain, got Shopify, and then he was broke. So he had to be very lean. He could have never done this method here because he didn't have the funds. But he used this framework here, this marketing plan, and it worked out very well for him. So this can be great if you have no funds. So this is a quick recap for Arturo's method. You want to reach out to 15 to 100 influencers per day. It's all about the consistency. It's all about the hard work. You want to do a giveaway or sponsorship approach to try and get a free shout out on an Instagram account, or it can also be Facebook or Twitter or YouTube. It doesn't really matter, but usually it's done on Instagram. So you generate cash flow using free shout outs without paying anything up front, and then you reinvest the money into paid ads or paid shout outs. And this is perfect if you have very little money or no money at all. Now, the affiliate marketing method is also perfect if you have little money or no money at all. This is perfect if you need to bootstrap your dropshipping business very lean. So the way this works is you go out there and you research potential affiliates using Google, using social media. You can also reach out to influencers on Instagram, and you can try and sell them your affiliate program. So you really need to recruit affiliates, and you need to make this your main task. If you want to follow this framework, your main task is recruiting affiliates every day. So every day you want to reach out to, again, 15 to 100 blogs, influencers, celebrities, social media people, and try and talk them, or try and sell them your affiliate program. You can then basically tell them, look, we're going to pay 30% commission on gross sales, or we're going to pay 50% commission on all our profits. It depends, it's up to you what you do, how you sell your affiliate program. Again, more on this later on in this class, so I don't want to talk specifically about this method. I want to focus on the framework. We're having this big picture view, this eagle's perspective now, to show you what types of frameworks you can use to bootstrap your dropshipping business. So you make it your daily task to recruit affiliates. These little A circles, these are basically your affiliates. You recruit them. Let's say you reach out to 30 to 100 people, and 3 of them agree to become affiliates. So now these affiliates, they promote your products to their audiences, and this generates cash flow for you. And then from this money that's generated, you give your affiliates a cut, a commission, a percentage of the sales, and you pay this out to your affiliates every month. You can use, there's different ways to do this. You can do this via discount codes. You can create a special discount code for every affiliate, or you can use a software or a plugin like Reversion or Lead Dino. There's multiple plugins to do this, to track affiliate commissions. So you pay this back to your affiliates. They make some money. They keep promoting for you. You make money. You pay them commissions. They are happy. You're happy. It's win-win for everyone. And guess what? You're building up cash flow for free. When I say for free, I mean with no upfront investment, right? Doesn't cost you anything to recruit affiliates, apart from, if you're going to use a plugin like Reversion, okay, that's like $15 a month, but you're not paying for the actual marketing. I don't even know if Reversion is $15 a month or how much it is, by the way. It might be a bit more. But the point is, you're not paying for the actual marketing and advertising. You're just, again, trading your hard work and energy. You're hustling, you're reaching out to blogs, influencers, social media celebrities, micro celebrities every day. You recruit affiliates, you sell them your affiliate program, you persuade them, you talk them into it. Again, it's all about the hustle. They promote for you, you generate cash flow, you pay them commissions, and now since you have this cash flow for free, you can now reinvest some of your money into Facebook ads, and you can do the Facebook split testing method. You can decide, okay, I'm going to spend $10 a day on Facebook ads now, or I'm going to spend $30 a day on Facebook ads to test, or you can invest into paid shoutouts and then generate more money with the paid shoutouts, and then from these paid shoutouts you can then recruit more affiliates, right? If you go out there and now if you have money to invest into sponsored posts on Instagram and all of that, then that's great. It's easier to build relationships with influencers if you're using paid shoutouts, and then it's relatively easy to turn these influencers into affiliates, telling them, hey, look, you could earn a lot more money if I would make you an affiliate. That way I can actually pay you a percentage of sales instead of just a fixed, fee. And that way you can talk influencers into affiliates and they promote for you, and again, you generate more cash flow. So this is a great method as well, works very well. No upfront money required for this in terms of marketing costs and advertising costs. Very lean way to bootstrap a dropshipping business. Great framework, but requires some work. We also have a case study in the class from Marco, who used this method here pretty much to build a dropshipping business where I think he made $100,000 or $200,000 in a year without any upfront costs, without ever spending a single dollar on advertising or marketing, simply by recruiting affiliates. So yeah, that's this method here. And then we have also the paid influencer marketing method, which is framework number 4. This is awesome if you have a little bit of money to invest, but not that much money. So if you have a little bit of money on the side that you can invest into shoutouts, this might be a good option for you. Or if you don't want to use Facebook ads for some reason, you don't want to use this framework here, you have some money, but maybe you tested some Facebook ads in the past and you didn't get the results you wanted, or you're burnt out from Facebook ads, or you just for whatever reason don't want to use Facebook ads. Maybe your Facebook account got banned, God forbid something happened, you got blocked, and all you can do is use paid influencer marketing, then that's fine. You can still do that. In that case, you would reach out to influencers every day. Again, it's all about the consistency. It's all about a numbers game. You reach out to 15 to 100 influencers per day. You pay them a small fee for a shout out, between $5 to $100, depending on the size of their audience and the industry. Obviously, you would try to negotiate shout outs that are as cheap as possible, but you would pay a certain amount for a shout out, let's say $40, and you make, let's say, $200 or $500 or $2,000 from that as a return. Now you have some cash flow, and guess what? You can go out there, reach out to more influencers, pay those people $40, $50, $5, $20, $100, whatever you negotiate, make more money, generate more cash flow, invest in more shoutouts, generate more cash flow, more shoutouts, more cash flow. And then you can also start investing into Facebook ads if that's something you want to do. And you can start using the Facebook split testing method as well on the side. So this method here is awesome. You basically just reach out to influencers, you ask them how much they charge for a shout out. It's easier to get influencers to give you a shout out if you pay them, obviously. So your response rate is going to be higher than if you try and get a free shout out. But this is great if you have medium money, if you have a little bit of money, not a crazy amount, but you're also not broke as hell, so you have a little bit of money you can spend. So you can see there's different frameworks, different marketing plans, different ways of bootstrapping a dropshipping business that you can use based on how much money you actually have. So you can decide for yourself which one of these frameworks you want to focus on. I recommend picking one of these frameworks depending on your situation. You know better which situation you're in than I do. So pick one and then focus on that hardcore. Really make that your main approach If you choose, for example, the affiliate marketing method, choose that framework and then focus on that until the bitter end, until you just generate cash flow, until it works. There's no giving up, there's no quitting. You double down on one thing, you focus on one thing until that works. You persist until you get the results. If you choose Arturo's method, then you focus on that. You just make that your main priority. Every day you spend time doing that until you get the results, until you start making money, until you enter that nice positive upward spiral where you generate cash flow. If you're doing Facebook split testing, then be very clear that you're going to spend a certain amount of money every day. You're going to be okay to lose money in this drought period, in the testing period, and then you can't give up halfway. If you give up after a few products that you tested, then you really lost money because you're not going to make that money back. But if you keep persisting until you hit that winning campaign, until you have that find that gold mine, then you're gonna win. So it's all a matter of persistence with all these different frameworks, all these different methods. Choose one for you and then focus on that hardcore. And if you do that, there's literally no way that you can fail long term. Also later on, you can start combining these. As you saw, you can start with Arturo's method, for example, then you can start with Facebook split testing, or you can start with Arturo's method, then you can start with page shoutouts down here. So these can be combined. You can use later on all of these methods in your store to get traffic and sales. But when you start out, focus on one and do that hardcore. So that's all I wanted to say about frameworks, about how to bootstrap a dropshipping business, different ways of doing that. So I hope this clarified a few things for you and gave you this big picture view in this eagle's perspective, so you never feel lost when you're actually dropshipping and going through this program. All the methods described, all these frameworks described in this training are going to be covered in depth in this training. Facebook ads, running Facebook ads, split testing, Arturo's method. You're going to find that in the case studies and also in the influencer marketing module. The affiliate marketing method, you're going to find also a case study about that, plus a training on that. And all of this is going to be covered in the class. But this is the big picture. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next training.